What's up? Welcome back. I'm John Stark from MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today I'm reviewing Daryl Dixon. We're in some recap. Season 3, Episode 6, which should be the finale, but it's not. I guess we're continuing on into the breach. They got a higher episode count or something, I guess. Good for the worst season so far. I seriously was watching the season, I was like, I could quit Daryl Dixon right now. I could. I know it's hard for me to say that because I love these characters, and I'm hoping that the payoff is that these two get back to America. If this show ends with these two in Europe, I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to break a television. It's going to be very violent in my house. Because like the whole purpose of that, they got it. They understood the ones who live understood the assignment. And the end of that show, while it doesn't show like the entire Walking Dead ensemble, did reunite who it needed to with the people it needed to reunite with. So, Daryl Dixon, you've been warned. Uh, so I don't know what was happening with Daryl. He goes off and he rescues some people. All of his stuff was like zombie related. Deeply needed audio description. He's with the girl, and fuck, I really couldn't follow anything he was doing. So, lack of audio description. Thanks, AMC. His stuff is all like action combat related and lots of zombies and attacking. And she's looking for her friends. I got that, but man, it's just like it's the most like zombie action we've gotten all season, I think, easily. But it made it really hard to follow. Plus, I don't even know who the other side characters are in this show. So Carol notices that the kid that they helped, his injuries are, and he needs an aspirin to help his fever. So they try to get it from the guy that runs the village, but he won't give it to the kid because he broke the rules, and he has to ration for everyone. So Carol talks to the guy who's, I guess, the kid's father, the one who likes movies, and we learned that he was a documentary filmmaker, was making this film with his wife, and his wife didn't want to make it, and there was an accident, and the leader of this town has been holding this over his head. It's all this bullshit. It's just like your kid's in pain. He's injured. He's dying or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes you got to just own up to the truth and move on, because if you're so worried about your kid knowing that this is what happened to your wife, to his mom, then you lose your kid over it too. Then what was it really worth? It wasn't worth anything. So by the end of the episode, Carol gets herself kicked out of town, and she has to leave now because the leader of the town is mad at her. And she does have some conversations with some woman who's like suggesting that she needs danger in her life, whether it be, what is it, like alcohol, sex, or love, or like the three things that she suggests. I'm like, oh, okay. That's basically what I got out of this episode. Not a whole lot. So that was a quick recap of Daryl Dixon, which deeply needs audio description. So, yeah, there's also a lot of Spanish, which is not helping. And while I understand some of it, it's not at the speed at which I can get through this. Like, I get words every once in a while, but without the other words around it, I'm just picking up like a word here, a word there, a word there. But when you can't connect them together, it's kind of useless. So you may pick up a thing and you're like, oh, store, but you don't know what about the store or anything about it. You're just like, okay, you know, boat, like what about a boat? I don't know. You just hear one word that you recognize. But if you can't formulate the full sentence, it's not extremely useful to you. So, I, I got nothing most of the time. So Daryl Dixon, we're not headed towards a fresh score this season. Mostly also because I think the show has become ridiculous, which had a huge problem when we went up to the UK, picked up a character, came down to Spain, killed off that character. after having left all of the French characters behind, this series is having such a huge problem maintaining any characters. All of the people that we're meeting right now may not even be in the fourth season at this point, at this, the way that we're doing things. Carol and Daryl could just keep moving on and picking up no new characters, which is so against what the original flagship series was about. Like, one of the great things about that show was when you looked at the core group, you were like, okay, they joined in this season, they joined in this season, they picked up that person there, they picked up that person there. Oh, that person was from there. Oh, that person came in with that group, but they're the last person in that group that remained. And it was this conglomerate of people that they gathered over the course of 11 seasons. And then finally, it ended. But I mean, it ended with a range of people. We had people like Carol and Daryl who were there from the first season, all the way to people who were introduced more recently, like Princess. And they all felt like they were part of this collective family, and they're all fighting on the same side. And Mercer, I guess you could say, also. You're not getting that here at all. It doesn't have the time. It doesn't even want to make you care about these characters. And it's not even trying. So, yeah, to figuring out how rotten the show is what I'm at right now. The lack of audio description is really hampering it. But I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, and I at least kind of enjoyed the first two seasons. I don't enjoy this season at all. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you guys on the other side.